Not bad here. We can try this out. We are on the play. All right, opponent takes a mulligan. Start with the Proving Ground tapped. Won't have Voltage Surge open on 1. It's like we don't need it just yet. Yeah, we'll play out the Sulfur Springs here. Hold Voltage Surge. Not sure if we'll have a target in blue-white yet. Blue-white do nothing. So we want to drop Liliana into that. We don't have to. Probably have a Make Spear or something, right? Could hang out, give it one more turn. Try to see if they tap out. I think that's fine. Third land. Okay, that's actually pretty good. We could attempt to play Liliana here. Drop off the Underdog. Underdog's great against counter spells. Let's just drop the Underdog here. And see how they feel about that. Okay, sticks. End here. Fourth land. Phyrexian Missionary. 2 mana, 2/3. They didn't kick it. Lifelink. Enters the battlefield. If it was kicked, return target creature card, graveyard to hand. Okay. Well, that's interesting. They have the mana still to counter Liliana. So, sadly, I think we go for it here, though. Don't have a better play at this point. Potentially a Make Disappear. Didn't hit that next land drop. Yep, there it is. We knew they had it. But ran out of time to draw into land. But we're happy to take the trade here. Can always draw up next turn. They take it all. Okay. This guy does have lifelink. Don't have a treasures token around to pay for the Voltage Surge. Wedding Announcement. Interesting. Alright, opponent's waxes for 2. Down to 18. Okay. They get a token. Sure. My turn. They keep the counter magic open. That is tough. You can try to drop Shouldered first. They're stick now. Interesting. Hopefully they just have creature removal. And no more counter spells, but we'll find out very shortly. We could try to drop the Harvester instead. Trade with the Missionary. That's even okay. Also lets us Voltage Surge the Missionary. Let's see if they want to use a counter spell here. They don't. Okay. We can end here. We don't have to Voltage Surge. We could cycle instead, especially if they don't attack. We don't super care about the Missionary. Okay, so the argument for killing the Missionary is that they don't get the draw off Wedding Announcements, which I think I'm okay with. Otherwise, we can try to cycle to hit land, which we desperately need, but we have another turn, because we can try the Shoulder this turn. So let's not give them the draw. Let's attempt this. Okay, goes down. Sarah Paragon. 2 mana. They redeploy it. They're all tapped out. They are all tapped out. Okay. Land. Woo. All right. Is it Cruelty Chain time? Could Cruelty go get Meathook Massacre at some point? I would like to take a look at that hand. We're not under crazy pressure just yet. We could also resolve a Ran 7, which would be decent as well. They're going to flip, make these guys 4/5s. It's a lot of damage. I think we Cruelty this turn. While we can. And take something out of their hand. Alright, no creatures destroy evil. Target creature with toughness 4 or greater. Alright, interesting. No attacks here. Okay. They attack just with the Missionary. Yeah, that's fine. You can trade with the Underdog. Surprised they don't also get in there with the Paragon. I guess they're just going to replay it. Now it's exiled. Okay. I guess they wanted the token more than they wanted the draw. Now we can just go get a -3 Massacre if we really want. Invoke Despair isn't bad. Deals with the Festivity. And they just replay it with the Paragon. We need an answer to the Paragon, basically. I think we might just pick Get Removal here. Yeah, I think we just pick up Infernal Grasp. I think that's fine. Try to take out the Paragon. Let's see if they have a counterspell they just drew into. Okay, let it go. That's pretty big for us. Drop a Fable. Maybe now we see another Make Disappear. Destroy evil, destroy target enchantment. Okay. Fable lands. No attacks. We're happy to trade off here. Maybe next turn we play Shouldered and start stabilizing our life total. They cycle Rafine's Tower. Okay. Attack with everything. I think we're happy to trade you off at least. We could even trade you off. Mana's nice, though. We take 4. I think we keep you around. Try to make some mana and drop a Shouldered. Invoke Despair is interesting. I would like more land. Invoke Despair deals with the festivity, which is nice. Gix is okay. Everything's okay until it's not, right? We'd love some more cheap cards to go with this play this turn. I think submit 0. Everything's good, but nothing is what we really want. Okay, let's go ahead and attack here. Make a treasure. Theoretically pay for some imaginary counterspell, though. Try to drop a Shouldered, I think. Invoke Despair is big, though. Let's do this instead. So you have the counterspell. We saw Make Disappear earlier. Thing is, they can pay for Make Disappear anyway if we drop the Shouldered. They can just sack one of the tokens. Alright, that was huge. So they don't have a counterspell. They do have an Emperor. Life total is getting low. Plus, get him for 4. Drop us down to 3. Land is kind of okay. We need to stabilize as well as possible here. We have 7 mana. We can drop both Ren and 7. And Harvester. I think I like that. Could also go Shouldered, though. We need a life total. This guy's big enough to block anyway. So we attempt this. Attempt a Harvester. Looks like they have removal for Shouldered here. No, maybe not. No attacks. End here. I think they have removal for Shouldered. We'll see. Destroy evil on Shouldered. That's fine. More land by the opponent. Plus the Emperor. Give you first strike.
Remember your training.
2 attackers. Well, it's interesting. Could trade off the Harvester here. Chump block here. Play Ren and 7. Be able to copy Ren and 7 tokens for the rest of the game. That could be enough. We don't even have to block that technically. But I think it's fine to do it like this. Okay, first strike down. Trade with the Harvester. Cut down on you. All right. Eaten alive. Interesting. Well, we might just go Cruelty right into Shouldered then. And if they have removal, we lose. Could take a cycle here as well. Drop off Eaten alive. I think we give them, if they top deck removal, then we lose. We could also dig for something. Eaten alive is a good answer for the Emperor next turn, though. I think we try like this. Start on 3. Sarah Paragon. That's interesting. I think we just get Shouldered here. Nope. And I think that's it for this turn. And if they top deck removal, then they win. It's Bankbuster. They get to draw a card. Okay. Minus. Create another blocker.
Guards, to me.
They take the draw now off the Bankbuster. They lose 2 life off Shouldered. I think we keep Eaten Alive around for another turn. Proving Ground. Crucially gain 2 life. Ooh, sorry about that. Alright. I think we drop a Ren and 7 here. Go ahead and minus, create a blocker. Might cycle the blood token to trade off the proving ground. No attacks, that's fine. And here, I think. Cycle Orphane's Tower, okay. Draw, lose another 2 life. Opponent goes down to 10. Draw again, opponent goes down to 8. Could try to draw into a Voltage Surge if we need it here. Raffine comes down, okay. We might look for a big connive here. Create another attacker, potentially.
We must protect the people.
Okay, no attacks. We'll cycle away the Proving Ground. We do get a nice draw off. It's a land. Gain 2 life, though. That helps. It's another land. That's not what you wanted to see. Interesting. Probably plussing here. Insane amount of land. Crucible's actually kind of a great draw here. This can pick off the Bank Buster. And we exile the Emperor, I suppose. I think that's fine. We can also exile Ravine. It's very expensive, though. I think we try to take out the Emperor here. Okay, they crew now. That's pretty interesting. Why do they do that? I guess they're going to make disappear. Drop off the Bank Buster. Casualty 1. So I have to pay twice. That's fine. We don't need to pay here. Decline. Resolve. Okay. Drop a Ridge. We now have a 7/7. Taking out the Bank Buster here. They take their draw. Drop down to 6. They get a tap land. We can actually attack with both here, because when they draw on their upkeep, they lose. So they have to block both of these. And then what? Then they minus the Emperor? Is that worth it? They take out one of them? I don't think it's worth it. Nah, let's just hold back. No attacks. They go down to 4. So we attack both. They have to block both. Then they minus exile the Shouldered and maybe sneak out of the game. I think we just try to keep Shouldered around. Opponent's digging through the graveyard. What do they have here? Actually, a Missionary. Kick it. They do have a lifelinker now. Get back Sarah Paragon. Okay, it's pretty expensive to play this turn. They can now play out nothing this turn. I guess just land. Okay. They play out the Bank Buster. Don't have enough mana to draw. We need an answer to the lifelinker. They plus on or fiend. Do they get in there? Into the reach? Didn't really want to see more land. I think we just minus make another reach creature. Lose Ren and 7. I think that's okay. They have to attack in with the Missionary. I think that's all fine. Goodbye, Ren. Now, one question is if we deploy the Underdog just to get the draw. Yeah, I think we take the draw off the Underdog here. We don't even need to attack necessarily. No attacks. End here. Take the draw. Okay. Gain the life back. And we can still cycle Sokensen to get the blockers if we need them. When it drops down to 2, they have to attack with the Missionary. First strike goes there. That's fine.
Strike fast and strike hard.
Yep, 2 attackers. Oh, that's interesting. Connive. All right, they're trying to make as big a lifelinker as possible. Whew. Opponent making moves. We'll attempt to pick off both the Paragon and the Seer. We really need to pick off the Paragon. Okay. And trigger time. All right, that was an interesting game for sure. I think we keep this. No red to go Fable on 3 though, so hoping we draw into it. Opponent with the tap land. Alright, we'd love to see a third land. Another tap land by the opponent. We get there. Okay, that's quite good. Can play you out now, I think. What are we up against here? Bant something. I think we can get some pressure on now. There is some stick in blue-white. What are we looking at there? Okay, they do nothing. Spirited Companion. Alright, so it's going to be Zur enchantments here. Although they don't have that many. So against Zur enchantments, what do we want to do? Liliana sack the token isn't mind-blowing. Fable just accelerate into a cruelty could be much better, I think. And we're a little bit stuck on land too, so I think it's a Fable turn. Get in there for 3. Okay, I'm gonna drop 17. I think it's a Fable turn. Auto pay. Take 1 down to 19. There is some stick here on this white mana. So we're thinking about them having enough mana for binding. We're thinking about them on turn 5 going Zur plus power up an enchantment. Okay, March. March holding priority. What do we have here? Magpie. Interesting. Legendary creature, not all enchantments. Okay. Here comes another Magpie. Could be Joda then. Could be Joda control. But we'd love to take Joda. We can't play the Windgrace this turn. We could bring it back with Gix some later turn. I think Liliana on the Magpies. Oh, they took their own companion? Is that what happened there? Just so it comes back with a 2/2. Huh. So we're not really incentivized to kill that, especially with Liliana. I think we can drop off Infernal Grasp with the idea that we're looking for more land in the next couple turns. Okay, there's a land. Could play out the Windgrace right now. Unprotected, but I think that's okay. Yeah, let's drop the Windgrace. See if they have a removal for it. If not, I can potentially protect Liliana next turn. Okay. Maybe with that in mind, we could have dropped off the Proving Ground. Then we could have fetched it back with the Windgrace that turn. Baiting Hope the Windgrace. That's fine. They're not putting a ton of pressure on us right now. Golden Argosy. 4 mana 3/6. Interesting. Okay. Well, play the Proving Ground tapped. They want to blink the dog every turn. Guess we can play Liliana here. Right a minus.
You're telling me. Off you go.
Alright, we should be able to pick this off now, which is nice. Alright, Companion goes down. They do get the card draw. They're down to 2 cards and a Golden Argosy. Aether Channeler. 3 mana 2/1. Bird token, return. They return that to the hand. Okay, we get to replay it. It's not terrible. They accrue 1. Okay. Liliana goes down. Exile you. Very interesting deck here. Link Central.
Luck favors the foolish, after all.
Alright, there's some value there. More land. Could be a cruelty turn. Not gonna have that many creatures in hand. We're gonna keep powering up the Argosy. We could go get a Voltage Surge with cruelty right now. Pick off the Channeler. I think that's a lot of mana to just do that. I think let's try to take the full effect here. Alright, we take a creature. We got some value off of that. Teachings of the Kirin. Fateful Absence. Alright. Cruelty's going to stick around for a little while. We play you. Mill 3. Get a Spirit token. Yeah, they get this combo off. We are going to want an answer to this very soon. We can't really deal with the Argosy unless we go get Infernal Grasp, which you already spent. Alright. Are they bouncing or drawing here? Take a draw this time. -1 Masker isn't bad. I don't mind a -1 Massacre here. Make disappear. Okay, they successfully counter that then. Pretty annoying. Decline, we can't pay 4 for it. So it is countered. We can drop an Ob Nixilis and protect it. They have Fateful Absence ready for it though, which isn't amazing, but allows us to... It's very awkward. Maybe we drop the Fable instead. Try to get a cheap Windgrace going. Make you a 3/2. Spirited Companion. Alright. They have more abilities to crew the Argosy now. Play out a land. They only have Fateful Absence plus one other card left in hand. Who do you crew with? Do you crew with the Channeler and bounce? I'm going to crew with the Companion. They crew with the Channeler. They crew with both, actually. Oh, you can crew multiple things with this. Okay. We really need an answer to the Argosy. Possibly we should have fetched Bosiju. I think we take it all here. Down to 7. Okay, they get 2 draws now. At least 1. They could bounce something instead. Okay, they bounce the token. Looking for lethal. And draw 1 card. And they have an answer to any creature we play. Alright. Paragon's interesting. Lifelink would be nice. Channeler's okay. Could make a bird token just to block for a bit. I don't think Liliana's crazy good here. We can take the Paragon. I thought I would have ordered in the reverse order. Fable makes a blocker. Ob Nixilis isn't really what we need here. Probably drop you off. Bankbuster's okay. It doesn't block well, though. I think we drop both these guys off. Shuldred's not bad. I think we try this for X = 1. Do they have yet another counterspell? Wow, it sticks. That was huge. Especially because the Channeler can bounce the Paragon back to their own hand. We drop Shuldred into the Fateful Absence. We'd like Shuldred to stick around. Dropping a Fable isn't terrible here either. Let's drop the Fable. Maybe there's a turn we can drop the Windgrace and have enough mana to protect it. Okay, I wonder if they Fading Hope their own Paragon back to their hand. Nope, they don't. Okay. Teachings of the Kirin flips. When it attacks, do something. Alright. Another Channeler. They bounce Paragon back to their own hand. Yep. Not surprising. Okay. Probably no blocks, but it's tough. We play the Windgrace. They know they can't pick it off with this, but they don't have to. They just play the Paragon. If they have any third land drop, then they just get back an Aether Channeler from the graveyard and bounce the Windgrace back to hand, and then nearly lethal. So we need something a bit better than that. We need a Titan off the top, basically, to get there. That's not it. Probably drop the land. We have enough green if we hit Titan. And the Windgrace just doesn't do it, because it just bounced it anyway. This gives us a little bit of life. I don't think we need either of these 2 cards. Land. Needed those less. Alright, I think that's game. I think we drop the Windgrace. I think they go land, Paragon, bounce Windgrace. And that's pretty much it. Try to do that now. Make it indestructible, but taps it as well. Pretty much dead here. Fading Hope. Alright. Now they play the Paragon attack. Yeah, I think we just got smoked to this game. Just didn't have an answer with the Argosy. I think maybe the mistake was early on we should have Played Cruelty of Gix and just fetched the 1 Bosiju in the deck to deal with Argosy, because we really don't have a great answer to artifacts beyond that. And a 6 toughness creature can't be picked off with Vulture Surge, and we already spent the 1 Infernal Grasp very early in the game on something. So just didn't have an answer to the Argosy, which is completely dominated. Just being able to get all this value back every turn. So pretty sweet deck by the opponent. I think that's most likely game here. Again, I think they just bounce the token, get him for 3 this turn, replay it all. Yeah, I'll give it a good game. Sweet. Well, yeah, maybe try this deck out. Looks fun. Obviously, everything worked out for them against some aggressive decks. This will just be too slow, and they'll play this artifact. They won't have any creatures to power it, and that'll be that. But definitely got us this game, so good game. Welcome to the post-game deck tech. This deck is sweet, and there are a ton of different ways to build it, which I think is super fun. One route you could go, which I did not, is to go all in on the Titan plan. You can drop 4 copies of Titan in here and just hope you can play Fable on 3. It lands, it doesn't get countered. You can then drop off the Titan into the graveyard. Ideally on turn 4, you attack with the Fable, make a treasure token, play Cruelty of Gix, and slam Titan back from the graveyard on turn 4. That's one way to construct the deck, but that's not the direction I wanted to go with it. I like thinking of Cruelty of Gix as more of a toolbox card, kind of fetch whatever you need in the deck to address a certain situation. So you only have 1 Titan, 1 Meat Hook to sweep, 1 Ran and 7 to catch flyers, 1 Evoke Despair to address all sorts of situations, 1 Graveyard Trespasser to take cards out of your opponent's graveyard if they are running a similar strategy, 1 Eaten Alive just to have some exile in there, 1 Bank Buster you could probably fit in 2 somehow, but I didn't feel a strong need to do that, and then a number of Infernal Grasp, which are somewhat unconditional removal against creatures. So had a ton of fun. Definitely try it out. Definitely play around with this. There are so many different ways to build this deck. As always, if you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave a comment letting me know what I should do next. I'm Dr. Ruckus, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.